Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be the third and final video for an installment that I was doing to cover this new game, Ragnarok: The Lost Memories, which is a free-to-play game that is new and available both on Google Play and the App Store. Now, we've already done a couple different videos, firstly going over my first impressions of the game, what it looked like, and what I thought about it, kind of first diving in and trying it out. And then we did another video going over some of the mechanics of building a deck and what it's like to summon and pull cards to build your first deck and what to choose in terms of which ones you want to prioritize upgrading. And I showed you the thought process on that. So what we're going to do here on this third one is just kind of wrap everything up and go over some beginner efficiency tips and some things to keep in mind when you are new in the game, and just kind of general tips as you embark on your journey. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first up, I wanted to quickly touch on Ophelia here, who you will have access to very early in the game. And she is a great option because she is a healer. And what do we need in games like this? We need good support early in the game, a good source of healing and sustain for your team. She has got the ability here, heal the ally with the lowest HP equal to 550% of magic attack, and it's going to upgrade later to also increase target's magic defense. So you definitely want to focus on getting Ophelia upgraded and getting her magic attack up to a decent level so that you're taking advantage of the healing power early in the game. Also wanted to give you a couple quick navigation tips, and that is when you see the quests over on the far right side of the screen, a lot of the times you can click on them and you'll start heading in that direction, and it can be a good way to auto navigate just by simply clicking on the quest that you want to get done. So you can see here this top one, boss, search the culvert. I click on it, I'm going to start heading in that direction. I can cancel by clicking anywhere on the screen, and then if I decide I want to do the quest right beneath it, stand guard dancer, I click on that and I start heading in that direction. I can click on the screen to simply cancel it. So definitely a good way for you to easily navigate and head around the map while you're trying to get some of these quests done. And not only that, but you can actually click on that mini map up in the top right to make that bigger, and then you can navigate straight from here. So if you don't want to be sitting here on the main screen, kind of running around and getting confused on where you're going, you can click on the mini map and then simply click where you want to go. Boom, you can pinpoint that location and you will head right there, which is actually going to lead me into my next tip, which is going to be opening boxes, because I know when I was new, this mechanic confused me a little bit. So as you're playing the game, you'll come across different types of boxes here. And I know when I was new, I was like, okay, a box that contains valuables. Okay, what do I do with this? I'm clicking, I'm double clicking, I'm holding down. I don't know what to do here. So what you're going to do, and the reason I navigated over this location, is you can see Annie opener right here. And this is going to be the mechanic to unlocking those boxes and then revealing the ingredients that are inside of them. And that is also denotated on the mini-map here, if I move out of the way a little bit, by that little box that you see on the mini-map. So you click on there and you'll be over there like we showed, the easy navigation. And then this is where you're going to be able to open some of those boxes that you're finding and keep that rolling. So the way this mechanic works is you've got your slots here to open these boxes, and then it will be over the course of time that happens. And then when it is done, you can go ahead and claim the rewards, and it will show you what you got from that box and what it contained after it was successfully opened. So there was that one, and then we'll do this one on top of that, and boom. So now that we did those two, now we're ready to add more and keep that going. You want to keep this mechanic flowing. So we'll start with this one, register it, and then go to this one and register it, and then it will tell you how long it's going to take. So I can come back in 3 hours and those will be open and ready for me to claim the ingredients inside. Another very important thing that you want to make sure you're doing as often as possible, that won't be available right away when you download and start playing the game, but will unlock fairly soon in your journey, is doing the Halls of Valhalla right here. And you're going to get to this place by going to the Khafra, and you can simply fast travel to the edge of dimension right here. It will take you there. It will load. I was already in there, but I'm showing you what that process would look like if I wasn't already there. And then when you're in the edge of dimension, you go up here to the top right, and this is the Halls of Valhalla, where you can choose the different hall you want to go in, sword, magic, light, all of that, and that's going to correspond to the hero that you're trying to upgrade and make their abilities stronger. Now, remember when I said a little bit ago that a good one to focus on is that healer, Ophelia, early in the game. And you see that is her right there. And you see that emblem on the top left of her avatar. You're going to match that right here in the halls of Valhalla, you can see that the one that matches is going to be the Hall of Gold. That emblem is going to be the same one that you're seeing on the portrait up there. So if I wanted to upgrade her abilities and make them stronger to increase her rank, I would go into that hall to focus on her, and then that would be able to coincide with her abilities getting stronger. And I want to head into the card shop really quickly because I believe I touched on this in the last video, but I quickly want to refresh your memory, or just in case you didn't see that video, I want to touch on this really quick. When you go over here to Anderson to upgrade your different cards, I think a super important thing to focus on is when you are going to be getting the lower of CP usage. And you can see that is going to be highlighted up here with a box around it. So you can see at 2-star and 5-star is when I am going to lower the CP usage of that card. And that is a massive power spike of that card. So when you're going through and looking at your different cards, you want to see which ones you can kind of have access to unlocking that part of it. So you can see on Hode right here at 2, I'm going to get that effect. And then on this one at 2, I'm going to get it as well. And I'm going to get another one over there at 5. So that's something you definitely want to focus on when you're choosing which cards to upgrade and maybe even possibly use, because that's a massive power spike in the effectiveness of that card. And then I want to touch on a couple quick things here about battle. So during the battle, even if you have it on auto, you can actually click on the card that you want it to prioritize playing. So I can go ahead, click on that one right in the middle, and it's going to play this as soon as it can. Boom. I can click on another one right in the middle, and it will outline it and then play it as soon as it can. So even though you're on full autoplay, you can kind of soft watch it and play the card that you want it to prioritize during the auto battle. And now that I've just done a battle, you can see right here the green HP bar starting to diminish a little bit. And as you are running around the world, some of those bars could get a little bit low if you don't have enough support and healing to keep up with the damage you're taking. One mechanic you can do to mitigate this out in the field is camping right here on the bottom right. You can see it says, would you like to camp? Camping restores HP of heroes by 60% and revives fallen heroes. So as you either lose heroes or they get super damaged, you can go ahead and camp, and then after that is done, you will see that the HP bar is going to be really filled up. Since mine was not below like 40%, it's going to be a full heal. You can see now right there the HP bar is full, whereas before it wasn't. So camping can be a powerful mechanic to focus on when you're out in the field and you want to kind of keep going before having to go back to town. And your camping ability can actually be upgraded if you go to the minimap up here and you see that camp emblem over here on the far right. You can click to navigate over there. And then if you're willing to spend the resources necessary to do so, you actually do have some options in terms of a camp upgrade right here, where you can increase the HP regeneration or the number of times you're able to camp before you have to go back to town. So alrighty, that's going to do it for the 3-part series, kind of going over some things like my first impressions and some quick beginner tips to keep in mind if you would like to embark on trying this new game, Ragnarok, The Lost Memories. I will provide any links you're going to need down below in the vid description and also a pinned comment if you would like to download and try the game. But as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.